The watermark has been removed today. There is no watermark. It is unbelievable. I have no idea how life will ever be the same after the update that we have received to the game today. I think that I could safely say Football Manager 2026 or Football Manager 26 or whatever they want to call it is the greatest game ever played, ever made, ever conceived. Or Sports Interactive decided to not update the game. Which one do you think happened, chat? Which one do you think happened? Better wish one day. No update on release day. None. Now, there are potential logistical reasons for this. There are potential logistical reasons for this. Oh, God. I just destroyed my I voted today pen. So if you live in New York, feel free to vote today. I don't know why we have an election when nobody else does. Not a high quality pen, it would appear. Yep, I broke it. Let's go, dude! Let's go! It is impossible, chat. I had an update, the interface. Well, I mean, they said there was no update, chat. Was there an update today? Let me go look at their page. One day you were sitting on the beat-up truck by the lake. Or on the other. I mean, they themselves said there wasn't an update, so I can't imagine why they would say that and then do an update. I think there was like a thing you downloaded. You had to download something because it had to change the version of the game and remove the watermark. Take a look at the Steam reviews. Mostly negative. Oh, they're getting cooked, bro. They're getting cooked. They are getting cooked. I know. I don't know why the download was 1.2 gigs, dude. I have no idea. They're getting cooked. They're getting barbecued. They're getting fried. No, I am okay. Here's the thing. We talk about like I'm gonna mute the music for the people on Twitch. We talk about institutional failure. Like when an institution just fails to achieve what should be the bare minimum of what they're supposed to do. Like when you say a game's going to come out, it comes out on that day, for example. Right? When you make the decision to switch engines, you have thought out the process to an extent. You don't end up accidentally missing a year. Right? I've talked about this in all the videos that we did about Football Manager 25 getting canceled. And how that was just a failure. It was an institutional, top-down failure. Just doing a job that you get paid to do and not doing it. The latest example of an institutional failure within Sports Interactive is that they were somehow not able to, right? I don't care what logistical challenges there are, right? And they mentioned some of the logistical challenges in trying to get an update. The whole point, the only thing that was saving you from getting broadsided by everybody is that the beta is the beta and that there is going to be a significant patch when the actual game comes out. And then to just not do it is it is an institutional failure. It's an institutional, it is another example of them just not being able to execute on what they're supposed to execute on. Right? I'm not even talking about the quality of the game, which has improved with the hot fixes that they've released. Right? I'm not even talking about that. We're not even having that conversation. All right? I am talking about like just the institutional failure of when the full game release. The whole point of the beta is that once the beta is over, there's a big update. That's the only reason to do the beta. But instead, the beta comes out and they freak out and release a bunch of hot fixes. And now they can't get the update to all the platforms at the same time. It's an institutional failure. It's the latest in a string of institutional failures that have to do with the game over the last 2 years. Just like an example where you don't need any context. You can make a definitive statement. Those are kind of rare because context is usually very valid. But it's a rare situation where you don't need any context. You just can look at the situation and go, that should never happen no matter what happens, but it did happen. Like them having to cancel the game. You know, there was nothing that forced them to switch to Unity in that year. They decided they could do it in that year. Bad decision. Institutional failure. We're going to release the beta and we're going to announce the release date on this. They could have announced the release date on November 19th if they wanted to. Nobody was standing in the office, gun to temple, like, hey, dude, November 4th or else. Unless it was Sega, but I don't know. I don't know why Sega would be like, yo, November 4th instead of November 19th. They've released a game on November 19th before. It's not like there is an issue with releasing the game later in November if they felt like for some reason it wasn't going to be ready. They released the beta late. It felt like they were kind of forced to release the beta by the community. And then, like, now they just did it again. I mean, it's like they got a Tommy gun pointed at their foot and they're just like, doo, 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 doo. They can't stop shooting themselves in the foot. These are avoidable misses. And yet it's the same thing as everybody else. We're going to release the game on Tuesday. We didn't end up having an update ready for Tuesday. You got to know. You have to be able to execute this sort of thing. You have to. Then they have, in the past, been able to do it. But something about the Unity engine has just scrambled SI to not being a great game studio. Which SI objectively was for a long time. It moved slow. Its development process wasn't exactly modern, but it made a great game. And it delivered, when it had its weird timelines or whatever, it delivered. In fact, one of Sports Interactive's biggest tenets that they always said was like, we're not going to announce something until we're absolutely sure, right? Miles would always pretend that, we haven't even said that we're releasing a game next year. Even though everybody and their mother knew that they were working on the next Football Manager, they wouldn't even say that the game was being released next year. And now all of a sudden they can't stick the landing on a promise to save their lives. I need the AC on. They can't keep a promise to save their lives. No, okay. Am I an aggressive detractor of the game? No. I mean, you can watch the video where I answer the Reddit questions. I think the whole game this year is a beta. I think it's undercooked. It's clearly not finished, but I love the potential of the game in Unity if they can just get out of their own way. What I'm talking about right now is the fact that it is full release day. I am sitting here playing the exact same version of the game according to SI playing the exact same version of the game that I was playing yesterday when I was playing the beta. That's what I'm talking about. We're not even talking about the level of the game, which I know some people absolutely hate. I give it like a 5 out of 10. I've had fun playing it, but it is obviously unfinished. It's obviously undercooked. And now they're showing that the problems within the studio have not been fixed yet. The issues with saying you're going to do something, setting an expectation, and then somehow not knowing what it's going to take to get there continue to exist. So like on the same day that, EU5 releases, right, Europa Universalis, which we were playing yesterday, EU5 releases, full release. They didn't do a beta, but the game comes out. You have Football Manager releasing on the same day. What would be the reason, if you like both of those games, that you would go play Football Manager? Because it's the same damn game that you were playing the last 3 or 4 days if you were playing it. There isn't anything. Like, it is officially the launch day. The game is out. Everybody can play it. But what is pulling you into the launch day? Nothing. And now we'll talk about the quality of the game a little bit. I try to be incredibly objective, generally respectful. And I sat there in front of a frothing-mouthed mob of people and said, look, the game's rough, but it's a beta. And when the full game comes out, then we can judge it. I'm judging the hot fixed beta right now.
Sticking with FM24 until we get updates, but hope they do fix it quick for you, Zed.
Now I'm judging the hot fixed beta. That's what I have to judge. Like if I'm sitting there saying, look, it's the beta, but there's going to be a probably significant update, right? They always save stuff for an update that then gets pushed out when the full game is released. They didn't do it. Or at least they didn't have the logistical skill to be able to do it so that every platform could get the update at the same time, which I'm sure they're contractually obligated to do. I don't know, man. I think if there was any reason for me to give a negative review, it would be that. It's just like you've got... The Emperor has no clothes. The Emperor has no clothes here. The Emperor just, no clothes. Nobody's wearing any clothes.
I think there's so much potential, but I worry with all this justified backlash they won't reach it.
They're going to sit, they sit there and they talk about how they're not going to release a game.
What happened?
Right, because that people are going to spend their hard-earned money on that's not good. Or let's just use the word finished, because this game's not finished. They released it anyways because of the financial pressure, because they messed it up again. And that makes them no better than anybody else. They try to pretend that they are. The only thing separating them now is the microtransactions. They don't do that. They sell you the in-game editor for $9 now. I just bought it. But the Emperor has no clothes. They could have stuck the landing here. You do the Miles interview tour, you do all those different press announcements about, like, we didn't want to announce that the game was coming out until we knew we had a game. We have this and this and this and this, right? Didn't you give it a 9 out of 10? I was playing an alpha. The difference between an alpha and the game is great. I played an alpha version for like 90 minutes. And then it goes into the beta and there's a couple of hot fixes. But basically the alpha version I was playing felt like the beta version that I was playing. And the hot fixes have made the game run smoother, but I've already installed some dang mods, dude. Yeah, I mean, the rating of an alpha version is going to be a hell of a lot different than the rating on release day of what the game is supposed to look like, what you're willing to tolerate. And I'll be the first to admit that when I cracked open the alpha version and I saw this sparkly new UI and I went into the match and saw dribble moves and stuff, I had rose-colored glasses on. Because all of that stuff looked real cool. But you play the game for 5 or 10 hours, and then you find the pages that don't make sense. You find the pages that make you not want to do training, not want to scout. You know what I'm saying? The more you play the game, the more you find that stuff. And the alpha I started to save with, Manchester United? Set it up and played like 2 matches. Not really trying to, we went and signed 1 or 2 players just for the memes, right? But we didn't do anything. Ever rate an alpha? No, I got no problem with rating an alpha. The game has potential. It's just not there yet, man. It is not there yet. And SI has, in an effort to unscrew their reputation, I think they've actually damaged it more with the way that they've done this rollout. And now, really, for the first time, Sports Interactive we're going to figure out how they respond to massive criticism. Because Sports Interactive, every gaming company gets criticism. They have never gotten massive criticism. This is massive criticism. And we will see how they respond to that. I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. How do you think they'll respond? I don't think they're going to respond particularly well. I have personal experience interacting with Sports Interactive while they're responding to crisis, to perceived crisis, which will be one YouTuber making a video about them lying about one feature, which, to be perfectly honest, was a very small feature that I just happened to be very excited about. And the way they responded to that was catastrophic. SI isn't responding? That's a solid response. The best response is to do better. The best response is to continue to patch the hell out of this game because we are basically going to be playing a beta game all year. That's the best response. Do you think review bombing will hurt the sales a lot? I think a lot of people are going to buy the game. Mithriac, thank you for the 8 months, dude. I appreciate the prime. Also, thank you to everybody that subscribed. Proper Dose, Julio, Sebi Blaze, Philippitis, thank you for the 3 years. Lawrence, thank you for the 19 months. Jed, thank you for the 9. Retired Silver, thank you for the tier 1. Siggy Cinnamon, thank you so much for the prime. Kappa, thank you for the prime. Schmiebert, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. King Pyrus, welcome to an Elite Online Gaming community. Death Note, thank you for the gifted sub. Retired Silver, thank you for the 245 biddies. Shamanut, thank you so much for the 6 months. Motto with the 2 months. We spent a lot of Jeff Bezos money on those primes today. Del Grady for the 41 months. Yelra for the 10. Roadrunner for the 39. Keller Keeper with the 19. Z-Bergs, good to see you. Thank you for the 32 months. Jobin, thank you for the 31. Hankiv, thank you for the 21. Chief, thank you for the 20. Erickson with the 23. I'm Tired Dad, thank you for the 43. Warren Pieces, thank you so much for the 35. Hideous, thank you for the 50. Bad Otter, thank you for the 15. Mablaba, thank you for the 21. I got you. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. Callie with the 3 months. It's time, Mr. Miles Jacobson Sack. Look, the guy's capable of making a great game. I'm not in charge of Sega. I don't make those decisions, and I'm not going to be somebody that whips up a bunch of pitchforks to go after somebody. But it ain't a good look either. Right? Glyph, thank you for the prime. Magstar, thank you for the 46 months. Yeah, getting bad Steam reviews is a huge deal. Because there's a lot of people that will find, I think about how many people get into Football Manager every year. Well, now there are going to be a lot less people getting into Football Manager this year. Right? Like, if you see these reviews, why would you ever buy the game? Micro Haggard, thank you for the 56 months, dude. Lisbon Lions. Up the Celtic. Thank you for the prime. 56, Hagrid. Holy smokes. Derp, thank you for the 2 months, dude. I can't play this on console. The UI is terrible. Bro, they built it for console. That's crazy, Bomber. Yeah, I mean, this is, in my memory as a creator, the first real failed launch. It's just kind of a failed launch. And you know what? That doesn't mean the game is dead. They've got a lot of time to try and build it. But right now, it's flopped on arrival in terms of the reviews and the reaction and whatever. Regicide, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate you supporting the stream, buddy. I hate that I called you buddy. Buddy's the worst word. SI promised to remove the beta tag today, and honestly, they did it beautifully. Can't find it anywhere. True. Multiplication table, thank you for the prime. Reviews and rating are disabled on Xbox. I mean, I would hesitate to accuse them of anything there. I don't really know what's going on, but... Library, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate the prime, dude. Hell yeah. It's flopped with 83,000 players playing right now. I mean, look. Football Manager was hoping that when this game came out, everybody was going to go nuts and love it. That just didn't happen. Now, there are like over 10 million people that played Football Manager 24. So there's going to be a solid number of people, me included, that are going to fire up Football Manager anyways. Football Manager could give me a pile of crap for years, and I would probably still play it a lot. Not as much as I would if it was great, but I would probably still play it a lot. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of people playing Football Manager, particularly today, because today is the day that they, you know, it was in all the media and all the announcements. The game was coming out. This is your chance to give it a go. But I think my biggest qualm, which is what I was kind of ranting about, my biggest qualm with everything is the fact that they really just failed to deliver in getting an update out when the game was released. And that is not an issue in a vacuum as much as it is a recurring issue for them that for whatever reason in Unity, they cannot project how long it's going to take them to do things and consistently fail to deliver when they say they're going to deliver. They choose the deadline and then miss it anyways. Did they say when the patch would come? They said tomorrow it will be available in the beta testing branch. I don't really know what that means. I don't know how far away that means. 2 weeks ago, there were 70,000 people playing FM24. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, they did a solid job of hot fixing the beta. Reviews are down to 995. They were over 1,600 within the past hour. Any comments on SI seemingly deleting a ton of negative reviews? I saw somebody earlier say that your review disappears if you refund the game. I don't know if that's true, but that's the only thing I can offer you. Does anybody know if that's true? Yeah, I would be very surprised if Sports Interactive could delete Steam reviews also. Totally separate note, I don't think it's them deleting it at all. I'm very clear. I don't think Sports Interactive has deleted a single review. I don't think they can. Steam can hold them if they suspect review bombing. I think playing 50 hours means it's playable. I mean, you're saying 90% of people say it's unplayable have played over 50 hours. I think playing 50 hours means it's playable. I understand the argument, right? I really do. I really do understand that. Football Manager is a game you got to play for a long time, right? And it is a game that people invest a lot of hours in. I think that the scale is different. Like, obviously, you play a story game or something, maybe you play it for 75 hours total. But Football Manager is an open world sandbox. It's Minecraft and soccer. But I think, like, yeah, you played 50 hours, you could make the argument, well, you got your money's worth. You played $1 per hour. But I think that if somebody has like 1K hours and they leave one of those reviews where like, this latest update sucks and I'm giving it a negative review, obviously they still love the game. I think 50 hours is a Football Manager's good, honest go at it, right? I think you probably trust them more than somebody that has 2 hours to know that the game is not what they were looking for. But I understand what you're saying. I don't think they're Steam admins or something. That's not SID. Yeah. I think it's probably people refunding the game and some reviews are getting auto-modded or something, right? I remember that happened on when Sports Interactive replied to my YouTube video about them lying about the dynamic youth rating, right? Their comment got removed by YouTube auto-mod because a bunch of people downvoted it. And then people got mad at me because they thought that I deleted the comment, and I had to go find it in my my held comment section and release it because it was being held behind this kind of wall, you know? I'm on console and I'm enjoying the game. No, dude, let it ride. It's a video game. I've enjoyed playing it. I'm not necessarily talking about the level the game is at. Right? I'm not necessarily talking about the level the game is at. Pro! No way! Bro, there's no way. The full game is out, but the like 1.0 patch hasn't been released. Sorry. So does anybody know if I can do a player database search as an unemployed manager? Or is it just impossible? Did they remove that feature from the game? Somebody add it to the list. I think they removed it from the game. I don't think I can do a player database search if I'm unemployed. I have to have a job. No, I didn't get sacked. No. I started but search is not a player database search where I can add conditions and stuff. Search is where I just type like Lamine Yamal and then Lamine Yamal comes up. But I can't, like, maybe if I go to see all, I think, can I edit it? Oh, no, I'm just, yeah, I don't think I can do a player database search in the editor. No, I'm just editing myself. Search for player database. That would have been a really funny way to get around it, but no. That is, here's the funny thing though. You go like, oh, another feature removed or whatever. But it really is, Bayern's up 1-0. Oh, vamos a la playa, Bayern. Do they, Paul? Yeah, they're playing PSG today. I didn't even look at the Champions League slate today. I didn't even look. Search recruitment. Yeah, but I'm not at a club, so I don't think it'll come up. I'm just going to get the FMpedia. Here's how recruitment works. All right. I've installed myself as the head coach of Liverpool so that I can now see the player database. All right, so now we are able to player search everybody. Am I able to add hidden attributes in here, or what are we thinking? Yes. Okay, cool. So that at least all works. But chat, the main thing we want to do today All right. We want to find the best Wonderkids in Football Manager. And we have not been able to do this for 2 years. But we are going to break out. I don't even know what's on here. We're going to break out our trusty notepad. Oh, that's my Zealand Auto thing. That's awesome. And we are going to compile a list of the best Wonderkids and the best hidden Wonderkids in Football Manager. No, why would I start my new save when I'm still on the beta?
Potatoes are pineapple.
Why would I start my new save if I'm still playing the beta? Bro. Chat, make your predictions. Who is going to be the best Wonderkid? Who is going to be the best Wonderkid? Make your prediction. Outside of Lamine Yamal. Sorry. FM gods. We come to you today is but one man who has distinguished himself in a manner that befits a deity. For it is known that those players that achieve such greatness on the field of play in thine saves will forever be hoisted into the Football Manager Hall of Lore and Saints and stuff. And this man, yesterday, reached that precipice. To join the likes of the other Football Manager Saints, so that in your time of need on Football Manager, you may be able to pray to them to redeem you. Names like Ansi Karolainen, Nick McCooty, Owen Vanderhorst, Casper Gangstedt, Rafa Riquero, Lulamella Bad Boy. Names that will redeem you. And we seek today, Chad, to add Brother Lautaro Rinaldi to that list. From henceforth until the end of time, the hat-trick hero in the greatest comeback in Uruguayan footballing history can be your saint, your patron saint. You can page and Zian pray to him for guidance in the darkest night when it is full of terror. Lautaro Rinaldi's heroics in the playoff final, and a 4-1 comeback on the road, and his hat trick will never be forgotten. And now that is assured. In the name of João Silva, David Bulow, Wilke Farinez, and Lautaro Rinaldi, we pray. Ramen, chat, ramen! And so his name rests alongside the other distinguished characters in the Football Manager Hall of Saints and stuff. Lautaro Rinaldi of Rampla Juniors has been sainted, as he should be. And now, with our beta business attended to, we may find the Wonderkids that we have sought for so long. So I have loaded this up, but I have not hit apply. And for those that don't know what they're looking at, Swiss, thank you so much for the 21 months. Kobe, thank you for the 7 months. This is the pregame editor. And within it, you can edit the database, or in my case, if you're too scared to do that, you can view it. You can view it. The moment I hit apply filter, we will see every Wonder Kid with the highest potential range in the game, chat. The moment I hit apply filter, we will see the highest potential ability Wonder Kid in the game. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be. I know what song I need, though. I know what song I need. The moment I hit apply filter, we will see the best Wonder Kid in the game. Or maybe multiple. Not a lot of people get the 170 to 200, chat. Not a lot of people get the 170 to 200. Cameron, thank you so much for the 2 months, brother. I appreciate it. Navalis, congrats on the 2 years.
Wonderkid Day.
Yo, there's so many. Endrick? Ayub Buwadi? There's 3 women, too. Kennedy Fuller, Trinity Armstrong, and Lily Johannes. Endrick? Bro. Endrick? Endrick is 170 to 200. Really? Oh, Hook! Hook 'em, buddy, with the $50 donation on YouTube. What are your thoughts on the defensive play in FM26? I've watched videos of you in space and the rest of y'all, but I cannot get good defensive play from any team in any league. The game to me just isn't playable. Incredibly frustrating. Yeah, defense is really annoying. Even when I finally got my Rompla Juniors team going, we were still shipping goals more than I would have liked. Thank you so much for the $50, Hook 'em, buddy. That is so kind. I really appreciate it. But yeah, the defense, particularly the help defense, does not seem to be very good. Can we see current ability as well? Yeah, I'll add a column here. I'll add a column. Add a column. Yeah, Lamine Yamal is at 165 already. Honestly, probably lower than I would have thought. I'm almost surprised. All right, add condition, age is at most 23. Damn, okay. Hold on. Now let's say Wonder Kid, let's say 20. There we go. There's still more, though. I like it. Is there any way to sort by gender? Like if I wanted to have a thing on that could show only men or only women in this? Does that exist? There? Yeah, there is. Okay. Okay, so these are the guys. There's more girls at this level than guys. So Nico Paz and Lucas Bergvall are both hard-coded 181. Endrick. And who's this guy? Ayub Buwadi. Ayub Buwadi. Okay. Ayub Buwadi. He's got 170 to 200. Attribute masking is on. Are we serious right now? I turned it off. Dude. I turned it off. The freaking option is backwards. Why is all that on all of a sudden? Save it again, I guess. Let's see if it changes when I save it. Because that might be a glitch. No. Okay. Now attribute masking should be off in this database that we load up. Okay, so, I mean, obviously the best Wonderkid's going to be Lamine Yamal. That is a surprise to absolutely nobody. Right? Lamine Yamal is a 165, 170 to 200. Who's next, though? Who's the next best Wonderkid? Is it Ayub Buwadi? Bro, it's Ayub Buwadi, probably. It's probably Ayub Buwadi. It looks like it's Ayub Buwadi. Yeah, Hendrick's got the higher current ability, but he's 19. Hendrick's 19? Buwadi's 17. It's only 12 behind on current ability. It's also cheap as hell. You would say Nico Paz? Yeah, 20 years old with just... If he had like 190 potential ability, then maybe. But the 181 just is not doing it for me, you know? You need to see current stats. Well, I thought I had that already. The damn settings reset after I did something, so it didn't matter. Yeah, you probably need to see, like... I mean, I can write the guys out now. You probably need to see... so, we don't know what ranking these guys are going to be. But Ayub Buwadi is a 130, 170 to 200. And what was he, like a winger or something? I know Esteval's a winger. Or like a forward player. All right, and then we have Endrick, who's going to... I mean, all these guys are definitely going to be on the list, so I'm just going to type out their page. I can't believe Endrick is 170 to 200. I can't believe it. That's crazy, man. Let's actually cut this down to teenagers. I think saying you have to be a teenager to ride this ride makes a lot of sense. So we'll cut out Nico Paz, unfortunately. But I think if we're going, you know, Wonder Kids, I think going with teenagers is, like, that's the best way to go here. So all of those guys are definitely going to be on the list and likely make up the entirety of the top 5. By the post-SI updated CAPA, some high-profile players in most of the database, the same CAPA they had in 24, not changed at all. He's a DM? Okay. Bro, there's no way that's true. Right? There's no way that's true. I mean, they have their huge scouting network. Why would their huge scouting network just suddenly not work? Like, that's one of those things that I'm not going to be able to believe just straight up on base information. I'm just going to need more, you know, before I believe that. Because that's kind of insane. Okay, let's drop this down to this now. Pau Kubarsi, Ethan Nwaneri, Lenny Yoro, Rodrigo Mora, Franco Mastantuono, and Luca Williams Barnett? The hell is a Luca Williams Barnett? And that adds in Miles Lewis Skelly and Archie Gray as well. Golden, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Butcher, thank you for the 25 months. Luca Williams Barnett is on 160 to 190. Okay, man. So Pau Kubarsi is probably going to be pretty high on our list, right? He's got 154 current ability. He's got a 160 to 190. That's not a surprise, right? Not a surprise that he is a good player. Miles Lewis Skelly. Can I type? Definitely not. Miles Lewis Skelly's got a 145 with a 178, and then obviously plays for Arsenal. Okay, Bergvall is obviously already there. Joe, thank you for the 34 months, bro. Appreciate it. Dash Rock said, as a researcher, I can tell you we work damn hard to update the database. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, I'm not. I don't think that they would shortchange the database all of a sudden. Luca Williams Barnett that's a poll, dude. All right, I have to take charge of a team. So let's just take. Actually, no. I'm going to start unemployed and do what I did last time. And then I'll use the editor to just wedge me onto a team. Oh, this is sick. There we go. Now I'm in the game. Okay. Happy launch day, everybody. Then I skip all the press conferences and stuff. Okay, man. I can't get out. I'm soft locked, dude. I can't get out of the screen. I can't get out of the screen. Oh, baby. I can't. I'm soft locked. The buttons here don't work for whatever reason. I am stuck. Okay. Goodbye. Resuscitation. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I guess I'll just start as a manager so I don't have to, like, I'll do the press conference and stuff. Do 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 do. All right, let's try this again. Just let me see the database, please. Just let me. I just want to see. I just want to see these Wonderkids that we're unearthing. I just want to talk to them. I just want to talk to them. All right, so who else is on the 160 to 190 train? Obviously, we had some surprises, but Ethan Nwaneri is, I guess, not a surprise, right? He's one of those guys who I feel like his potential ability is going to continue to drop, but he's there. You can't. They haven't fully given up on the Ethan Winery like world class idea yet. Suppose I could start adding positions. If I know the player, you know. Archie Gray's like a holding midfielder, right? I believe so. Bayern's up 2-0. Maybe Bayern's an actual threat. Ice Veins, I appreciate it. Escape works in some soft locks. Thank you. Rodrigo Mora. I think I watched Rodrigo Mora play at the Club World Cup. I went to Porto against Palmeiras. He does stand out. He's definitely a flashy player. Franco. So that means Real Madrid's got some fantastic Wonderkids. If you actually decide to sit and develop them. Which in real life they don't really do, but... All right. Oh, I didn't even put Porto up here. Hold on. Luca Williams Barnett. That guy's life is about to change. That guy's life is about to change. Luca Williams Barnett. Well, I'm going to add another condition. I feel like this is going back and forth. Ability and reputation. Potential ability. Oh, I just need the one for the is between. Fair enough. 160 or 17. Yeah, 165. Do 165 to. $185. There you go. There's somebody else in there. Who just popped up? Jaden Dans from Liverpool. Okay. I think Jaden Dans is going to make the list then. Sweet. We caught one more fish with that. Jaden Dans. 121. He's a 165 hard-locked potential. Let's check our database thing. Thank goodness. All right, we're just going to start as the manager of whatever this club is. Bro, for a second. Okay. Editor. Show all players in player search. Player database. Thank you. Okay, now we should be able to just start looking dudes up. So Ayub Buwadi. Show me the attributes. Ooh, man. Oh, he's a feisty 17-year-old. He's very good, very balanced,
26
very smart, physically has enough going on. If you focus on pace and his development, he could turn into a really, really beast. Like a really significant beast. Let's go to Esteval. Bro, the search function's supposed to be all bespoke and stuff. It still loads super slow. Okay. Whoa. 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 Oi, 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 oi. Esteval, man, with the dribbling. Look at the change of direction he's got.
Thanks for your recent tip in FM26. The square view in the tactics. It's a bit buggy, but I like the descriptive info. Good content as always, lol.
I got you, Jens. Thank you for the 100 bits. Or the 1,000 bits, shoot. I appreciate it. Luke, thank you for the 26 months on the Prime, brother. I appreciate it. Five positioning, bro, he's a winger. Who cares? He's a winger. All right, we're building our comprehensive list of the best Wonderkids in the world. Who do you think's better, Bawadi or Esteval? And then we're going to go to Indrik, who's apparently still top-level potential. I'm not feeling it as much with this attribute cluster. I like the other two options better. I don't think this attribute distribution is it. I think we're going to go Ayub Bawadi at number 2. I think Ayub Bawadi goes number 2. I think Esteval goes number 3. I think we then have to bump Indrik to number 4, right? Because the dude still has the chance to have 200 potential ability. And then it really comes down to, do you want Pau Kubarsi or like Lucas Bergvall? Right, but that's our top 4 right there. That's the top 4 Wonderkids in Football Manager ranked.
Day.
I think that's pretty, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's Lamine Yamal is an obvious number 1 with Bawadi, Esteval, and then Indrik. Esteval is good, though, man. He's just not well-rounded at all. Henry! 5 years from Henri Kessler. 5 years. Damn, brother. Damn. 5 years? Def, thank you for the 47 months. Appreciate it, brother.
Been watching your content since the pandemic. This release feels like such a jump into the unknown. It's bonkers.
Yeah, it's true, Def. I appreciate that 47. Can we see Lamine Yamal's page? Yeah, we probably should. All right, I'm glad we got the top 4 set. We usually like to do a little top 20. Oh, dribbly boy. Oh, dribbly boy. Oh, mother of dribbles. Oh, he's going to be fun to watch in the match engine. Bintani, thank you so much for the 5 subs. Thank you for supporting the stream with kindness, W. Bintani, D-Man, FMG, Devil Clown, Coggerbauer, and Zappy. Welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the emotes. Hell freaking yeah, brother. Yeah, good Lord. Pubalgia or not, he's nasty. He is filthy. He is going to be so annoying to play against with the way the defense plays in this game. He is going to be so annoying to play against with the way the defense plays in this game. So annoying. Bear Grylls, thank you so much for gifted. Dude, gifted Bajinka a sub. The football manager enjoyer himself. Thank you. I appreciate you gifted a sub to support the stream. Thank you, Bear Grylls. I love your show. Finally got the editor to work. Congrats. PSG looks bad against Bayern. Well, they are down 2-0. So, all right. Now let's go take a look at old Berg Daddy. Lucas Bergvall. Well, that is an interesting lack of overall. That's a very interesting set of attributes there. Very strong.
Happy
wow. 15 strength. Okay. With 7 balance. Dark Ice, thank you for the 59 months. Yeah, wait. Hold on. Hold on just a second there, boss man. Not a stationary passer. I mean, he's got 16 acceleration. The guy can move. His dribbling's all right, too. Just not a good finisher. Not a crosser at all. You can't really play him as a channel midfielder. He's got to play basically fully centrally, and he sucks at defense. Essentially is what we're looking at here. But I mean, his passing's going to be great. Yeah, he's got 16 vision too. Decisions are 12 though, and concentration are 12, but his composure is 16. I mean, here's the thing: he's got that potential. He's a weird player. Now, what other players do we think could actually be ranked higher than Bergvall? Maybe a little Pau Kubarsi. Oh, he's just so solid. He's just so solid. I don't know how you don't put this guy as the 5th best wonder kid in the game. He's so well-rounded. No holes in his game whatsoever at 17 years old. Just 0 holes. Can walk into a world-class match and hold his own. We're making the Wonder Kid list right now. Sheza, get in. 13 jumping reach? I mean, yeah, he's not a big domineering center back, but 13 is survivable as long as you have a taller center back next to him. Yeah, no, I think he's got all of his bases covered. There is no gap for me. He's so low because there's 4 guys that have the 170 to 200 rating, which you're not going to put somebody that has a lower rating ahead of that. But I think we take Pau Kubarsi and we toss him right up here as the 5th best wonder kid because he's already so good that whatever that potential is, he's going to reach it super easily. Right? All right, now let's go look at Miles Lewis Skelly. And see if he is also ahead of Bergvall. Because it's close. It's close in terms of what you're looking for. We just need to see his attribute. No, I think Bergvall is better than him. I think Bergvall is better than him. There are holes in Miles Lewis Skelly's game. There are. Jens, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for gifting 5, Jens. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the stream. Homer, Hope, Guya, Molf, and Redbeard, welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon, the emotes. Enjoy the lack of ads. Be sure to say thank you. And welcome to an elite online gaming community. Amazing physicals. Don't get fooled. He only has 14 pace and 10 jumping reach. He's got things like natural fitness and balance, which is more important than natural fitness, but still not amazing. I think I'm going Bergvall at 6. So we'll just bring him up here and just throw Bergvall in. All right, is Miles Lewis Skelly going to be able to hold off Lenny Yoro and Ethan Nwaneri for the next spot? That's the question. I don't really like Miles Lewis Skelly's attribute distribution. He's a very offensive left back. All right, Lenny Yoro. He's like Kubarsi, but worse. But a lot of people are going to love him because he's got speed and size, more so than Kubarsi. He's leaning towards, I have acceleration and jumping reach. You know, it's not elite, but it's good. You know, anytime you can combine, anytime you have at least 15 at pace, jumping reach, and acceleration, that'll get people excited. That will get people excited. Should we be thinking about Gilberto more? Oh, I'm not putting ages. Oh, no. I didn't put the ages. Buati's 17, right? Lamine Yamal's 18. Esteval, Endrick's 19. I know that because I reacted to it. Kubarsi's 17. And Esteval is... 18. Okay. Bergvall's 18. All right, what's Miles Lewis Skelly? He's 18. Okay. Because the age obviously matters a lot. I just need to make sure I have it on this actual list. Ball's 17 at the start of the game, I guess. I was just thinking about his 18th birthday in real life. All right, let's go look at... I like Lenny Yoro. He's definitely a good player. Let's go look at Nwaneri. Hello, Ethan. You got to click on it twice. But he is 17 years old. Let's start. He's also injured. For how long? 2-3 weeks. Not a problem. Bro, I might go Nwaneri here. I might go Ethan Nwaneri. At 7. I think I'm going to go Ethan Nwaneri at 7. It's a good base attribute distribution. He's born in 2007, so he doesn't turn 18 until March. He's the 7th best Wonder Kid in the game. And then we're looking at, Lenny Yoro. Archie Gray, the problem is his potential's too low. It's in the bottom third of the range. Rodrigo Mora is 16, right? So that's going to put Rodrigo Mora in the conversation. I think he's 16 or 17. He's 17. Okay, Rodrigo Mora is 17. So is Archie Gray, right? Archie's 18. Okay. 18-year-old Archie Gray. Mastantuano's 18 as well because he had to move to... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm missing the U. My bad. Woo-wee. How did he move over at 17? Why are you in 2024? Dog. Okay, so my start date was a little off. I thought Nwaneri was 18. I just kind of went with it. I'm like, yeah, I guess Nwaneri's younger than I thought he was. Okay, the new database is it's opening up. Let's go back to this, in which we are using the right database here. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't affect the attributes. It doesn't affect the attributes. It just affects the age, I guess. I don't think it affects the attributes. That'd be really interesting. I don't think it does. There's no way they would make multiple databases or scale it down if you do an early preseason start date in Uruguay. Anybody know? It's just the age, right? There's no way they make multiple databases for that. So theoretically, I never thought about this. If you want your Wonder Kids to develop better, you should start at the earliest start date and they'll be younger and have more of an opportunity to develop. That's kind of funny. That's kind of wild. All right, so as long as the attributes are fair, we just got to make sure the ages are right. Which we can get the ages from in here. Bergvall's 19. Nwaneri is 18. I'm probably staring at it. Yeah. Cabarsi's 18. Rodrigo Mora is actually 18 as well. Archie Gray is 19 now. Lenny Yoro, still 19. Blessed be thy whatever. Mastantuano is still 17. And Luca Williams Barnett is 16, and Jaden Dans is 19 years old. What's up, Jaden? What's poppin', Jaden? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Macedonia 17 at the start of the database. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Tarantia, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for supporting the stream. Enjoy your lack of ads, and thanks for spending $5 of Jeff Bezos' money. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? I can't believe that I was working off that start base, that start date. I can't believe it. That's so bad. That's so funny. Was it a fair red to Luis Diaz or what? For somebody that has the game up on another monitor. Was that a fair red? He injured the player? Yeah, that usually. Scissor tackle for behind, missed the ball, took out his leg. Nice. Hey, Draxus, I appreciate it. Appreciate the kindness, dude. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 7 months. Dude, Hakimi being badly injured really sucks. He needs to get himself right for that World Cup run, you know? Was it a... Well, at that point, you're actually hoping it's a broken ankle instead of a sprained ankle, because broken ankle heals better. A bit of a wild little bit there.
22% positive reviews of 3,900 is kinda funny.
Yeah, thank you for the 14 months. I mean, obviously, the ball is rolling downhill and people are piling on at this point, but I think it's becoming clear to everybody at SI now how real their problem is with the fact that they've released a game that people aren't happy with. Sirius says, thank you for the Prime. Thanks for spending $5 of Jeff Bezos' money, my dude. Okay. Not that. I need that, and I need that. Okay. So all the attributes are fair. Now we're just making sure that we've got our updated database going on. Who goes next in this spot, dude? So we've got our top 7. Who's 8? Miles Lewis Skelly's got that 178 potential. I like Mastantuano's attributes, though. I mean, you see Mastantuano. He's got great dribbling, the flair, the technique. His birthday's 3 days after the date that we're on right now. You think it's Mora? I mean, Mora's 18. I thought Rodrigo Mora was younger, to be perfectly honest. Boy, they've given him some dribbling. Dribbling, flair, vision, but no passing. Sounds like my kind of player. Also incredibly weak. Cripplingly weak player. Cripplingly weak player. Now, I think it's Miles Lewis Skelly is 8. Very physically impressive, very good offensive fullback with a chance to be turned into a central midfielder of some kind as well. He's on the higher end of the potential range with a guaranteed level of 178. I think he's the guy that we put up there right now. Also being at 145 at that age really helps. You know, it really helps. Okay. Check the young prospect, Lautaro Rinaldi. Yes, son. Check a Lautaro Rinaldi, Paul. All right, Lenny Yoro, Archie Gray, Rodrigo Mora, and Franco Mastantuono. I liked Yoro's stats. Moro gets pushed around so easily. I think we end up going Lenny Yoro. I think Lenny Yoro's 9, and then who rounds out the top 10 for the best Wonderkids on Football Manager 26? Who rounds out the top 10? It's not Archie Gray. It's between Rodrigo Mora and Franco Mastantuono. Who do we think is better? Look at the freaking flair, man. I guess you can't teach flair. Good free kick taker. Very impressive dribbler. Better passer, actually. Smarter, strong. It's Mastantuono, dude. It's I don't even think I need to look back. I like I like Rodrigo Mora, but I think it's Mastantuono. I'd take Mastantuono just as a player right now over him. Mastantuono. I'll have everybody taking Tuono. I actually spelled his name wrong too. It's a funky one, and that puts Rodrigo Mora at 11. That puts Rodrigo Mora as the 11th best Wonderkid in the game. Kind of unsexy. Do the hours you played during the beta count towards the refund policy? I think they do. I think they do. All right, Archie Gray. He's just Mr. Well-rounded, isn't he? Spirited personality. Only 11 jumping reach at 6 foot. Kind of trash. Kind of trash. Kind of trash. Okay, let me go look at this Luca guy. We have not looked at this guy yet. Luca Williams Barnett. Okay, yeah, he is a 105 level player. He has a very, very long way to go to be, to be anything. He's gonna bring it up the rear here. So I think these decisions are basically made for us based off of the potential. Archie Gray goes there. Luca Williams Barnett goes there as the 13th best Wonderkid in the game. And then I think we go with Jaden Dans, but I actually don't know. Because what we're going to do is drop this top levels 165. So first we're going to drop it down to 150 to 180. 165 to 155, I think would be good. Okay, Warren Zaire-Emery is only 150 to 180? What? Okay, well, Warren Zaire-Emery is just instantly in at 14. He's just instantly in. I don't even need to. We don't even need to look up his attributes, dude. He's in. I mean, he's almost basically at his potential range right now. Jaden Dan's the only guy in this range. Yeah, he is. That's pretty wild. Okay, Warren Zaire-Emery slots in at number 14, continues to make the list. Jorel Hato. Looking for 18-year-olds on this as well. Giovanni Quinda. Okay. Oh, there's a sick. Rio Ngoma. Oh, dude, I've said it right once. Rio Ngmoha. There he is. Okay, let's look at, we got a couple guys. We got a couple guys that we could make work. Jarrell Hato. Dude, they still make you spell the name exactly right. Can we not base this off of reputation? I didn't actually know because I still spelled Jarrell wrong. So they actually did kind of work. So that's nice. It kind of worked. He weirdly is not as good as I thought he would be. I don't really know what I was expecting, but it was better than this. You know? Asan, ooh, hello. Asan Diao with the pace. Another Senegalese star, but he's got a sprained foot that's got him out for a couple months right at the start of the save. Okay, I like Asan Diao, probably more than I like Jarrell Hato right now, which is weird. I really didn't think that I would be saying that. Giovanni Quinda. Well, I didn't get what position Luka Williams-Barnett is. He's an attacking midfielder. Okay. Got it. He's an attacking midfielder. Loaded in. Yeah, dribbly boy. I think we can go ahead and slot him in right here. I mean, because he's sitting on a 137, 150, 180. The next closest guy would be Rio Gamoja. Honestly, it probably still could be Rio Gamoja. Duranville is still here. Gilberto Mora, that's the guy I was thinking about. Yeah, then there's Gilberto Mora. All right, Gilberto Mora obviously has to be on the list. Mikey Morris, they bumped him down to 150 to 180. And then we still have Jaden Dans, who's hanging out at 165. But I don't know if we're ever actually... I don't even know if Jaden Dans is going to make the freaking list, man. There's a lot of talent up here. There's a lot of talent up here. I think 15 is going to be Giovanni Quinda. Just clearly. He's 137, 150 to 180. Winger with Chelsea, right? So Giovanni Quinda, Chanu Zun, and Tyler Dibbling. We got to look those two guys up. John Uzun, he's definitely, oh man, look at the technical ability. Oh, but he's so unathletic. But look at the technical ability on this guy. Oh man, oh brother. This is always where it kind of gets tough towards the end of the list. Who are we going to include? Who are the guys that are going to... Who are the guys? Who are the guys? Tyler Dibbling, one of the guys? You guys are part of this. I think the next guy on the list is probably going to be Ryogama. I mean, he's low stamina, kind of weak, right? But it's 16 years old. I mean, he turned 17 basically once you get into the save. It's still impressive as hell. What was he on? He was a 127 current ability player, right? 127 with a 150 to 180. So they didn't want to go too high on him, which is interesting. And then, yeah, just winger. A lot of talented wingers, a lot of talented midfielders in this class. We're getting a lot of midfielders and wingers. Couple of center backs, one fullback. The striker class is so weak. I mean, Indrik kind of, Nwaneri definitely. We do not have another striker here. These guys are all flashier, wide players, you know? I don't want to look up Gilberto Mora. He has a chance to impress me enough that he's the guy that goes in here. He's quite smart. For a guy that's 16 and he's got a couple months till he turns 17, he is quite smart. The anticipation at 8 nearly kills it for me, though. Obviously very weak, not an elite athlete. His technique floor is high, but... No, I know. Look, I know who Gilberto Mora is in real life. Mexico is very excited about Gilberto Mora. Look, I don't make the rules. These are just the guys that are here. I'm not going to specifically look up strikers or anything because I feel like we need a striker on the list. If you're good enough to be here, you're going to be here. Gilberto Mora, a classic number 10. All right, who are the other guys that could get in the way? You have Ben, Gannon, Doak, Keys, Smith, Shanuzun, and Tyler Dibbling. People have been shouting Keys Smith from the time I opened the game. Let's go look at him. Balanced, well-rounded. He's a 2006 born player, so... I don't know if I'm feeling Keys Smith. I think he just ends up being a good player, you know? I think he just ends up being a good player. Let's bring it back to Dibs. The Dibbling. It's probably Shenuzun. I think he's got a chance to be pretty spectacular. So number 17, Chen Uzun. Definitely has a chance to be a lot of fun. You don't get a lot of Eintracht Frankfurt guys in the Wonderkid list, you know? Good for Eintracht Frankfurt. Oh, Hassan Diaw's not added yet. Oh, shoot. He was supposed to go in here. Oh, shoot. Hassan Diaw. Good catch, dude. We just forgot. We just forgot a player. Oh, Jarrell Hato's also not in. We're almost done with the list. Because it's going to be Hassan Diaw and then Jarrell Hato. And that's going to take us to 19. That's going to take us to 19. We're looking for the last person to go in the list. Who's we? Okay, right. I forgot 2 players. I filed them away for later and didn't come back to them later. That's, hey, you know, this is a tough list to make. it's a tough list to make. Do, 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 do. All right, Chen Uzun is 19. Chat, who is the 20th best Wonder Kid in the game? I can tell you it's not going to be Jaden Dan. So who is it? We've got our 19. Who is 20? And we base it off the database, chat. We base it off the database. These guys, the current ability down at 115. I'll look at Sapayev. I will look at Sapayev because he's 16. Dastan Satpayev. He's a poacher, chat. He's going to go into the honorable mentions, though. He's going to go into the honorable mentions. He's definitely going into the honorable mentions. He's definitely, yeah, he deserves the honorable mention side. Dastan Satpayev, 16 years old, a 115 with 150 to 180, who plays for Kairat in Kazakhstan. And he's a striker. This is the guy you guys were yelling out for. Dastan Satpayev. He's going to be the one everybody goes for because he's friggin' unbelievably cheap. Very likely the hidden Wonder Kid guy. But he is not going to be 20. He's a poacher. It's just not there. All right, let me look at Jeremy Manga. He's the guy we got to check. Oh, he's so young. Whoa, it's Jeremy Manga. This dude's like, he just turned 16. He just turned 16, dude. It's Jeremy Manga. He's going to reach his potential literally every single time. Wow. Jeremy Manga just stealing. Swiper no swiping. Do I want to move him up? Maybe. I might want to move Jeremy Manga up. I'm going to put him in after Jarrell Hatta. We're going to have Chen Uzun as the... We're going to have him at 20. I think I moved Manga up to 19. No, I mean, Gumoha is better than Manga right now. And Jarrell Hato's a way more balanced, like, consistent world-class player. But I definitely wanted to move Manga ahead of Chen Uzun. Chen Uzun gets in there because I really love his player profile. And we're going to honorable mention Dastan Satpayev. But I think that's our list, man. I think this is our Wonder Kid list. How do we feel about it? Who have I ranked the most unfairly, chat? Who have I ranked the most unfairly out of all of these? These are your top 20 Wonder Kids in Football Manager based off of their attributes. But obviously, there is some choice in here. Sapayev, Endrick too high. But I mean, Endrick has 170 to 200. I put him at the bottom of the 170 to 200s, but no Rafa Leai. Vuskovic for 20. I mean, Sverial Seth Nipon's here, but now he's 18. He's not one of the cool kids anymore. And Luka Vuskovic. I'll look at Luka Vuskovic. And I don't think we're going to add him to the... All right, Vuskovic. Yeah, fun player. Definitely a fun player. Great size. Struggles a little bit in the athletics department, but the mentals are fun. Good player. He's just now a top 20 wonder kid in Football Manager. Where's Boyan Kirkic? The people cry out for Boyan Kirkic. So here's another question. Here's maybe a better question. Looking at this list of the top 20 wonder kids based off their Football Manager ratings, who did Football Manager miss on? Who do you feel like Football Manager should have rated as a top 20 wonder kid in the world, but they have not managed to make it onto this list? Gilberto Mora? I mean, Gilberto Mora is very close. Gilberto Mora is very close. Let's see what they rated Leonard Carl. Yeah, I mean, he's clearly a good player. He just, I wonder where he is. He's got to be in here somewhere, right? In the 150s to 180s. Yeah, he's not in the 150 to 180 category. They do not like Leonard Carl. He's not even in this. He's not even at this level. He's not even at this level. Max Dowman is too young to be in the game. Max Dowman is too young to be in the game. Rig, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Leonard Carl's potential ability rating is. I mean, we can look for him in the 140 to 170s. He's probably in here. Leonard Carl. Yeah, there he is. He's a 140 to 170. Same level as Josh King. Not a lot of guys that have the hard set potential ability. Probably added. Oh, no, there's a lot of guys at 150. Adam Degim, Schwartau, Lazola Maku. Oh, from Cape Town. Okay. 90 current ability. Dude is just not good right now, but they believe. Orlando Pirates Mbakazi. No, Saba's here. Saba's here. I saw Saba. Saba's in the 150 to 180. Because you know what we need to do now, chat? We are not done. We are, in fact, about to move on to, in my opinion, the more fun thing to do, which we are going to build the list of the best hidden wonder kids in Football Manager 26. Well, besides loans, screw the best 20. We're looking for the hidden wonder kids. Oh, we're going to get lady wonder kids too. Don't worry. I'm going to honorable mention a few lady wonder kids when we make this video, the 200 ones, and we're going to make a like lady wonder kid video. But it's time to do the, I suppose I need to say that now. It's time to do the men's hidden wonder kid list. And the number one, and remember the criteria is you can't be in a top 20 league in the world, right? So basically this just removes the top 10, 11 leagues in Europe, right? You can't be playing in Turkey. You can't be playing in the Netherlands, Belgium, right? You also can't be playing in the top Argentine league, the top Brazilian league, right? I think MLS is still good. Mexico is still, yeah. It's basically just use your judgment. you can be a hidden wonder kid if you're playing for a bad team in Turkey or something, but there's a lot of editorial license that is taken with this. So, the best hidden wonder kid in Football Manager. We're looking at the club row here. So that's Gremio. That totally doesn't count. Barcelona B doesn't count. See, there's Saba Karabashvili. Saba Karabashvili is definitely in the conversation. So let's go look at Saba Karabashvili. Because he plays in Georgia. Don't make me spell this. Oh, I already messed it up. Oh, there he is. Saba Karabashvili. Oh, he's a left back. Oh, he's an offensively gifted left back with high determination, work rate. He's only 16 for a month, but he's a class player. Saba Karabashvili. Roberto Carloshvili. Plays for Dinamo Tbilisi. All right, keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. We're also going to look at, okay, not Anderlecht, not AZ. We're going to look at Kairat Almaty. Wait, is it Jeremy Manga? Does Leicester count? They're not in the Prem. Yeah, I guess we should say no, though. We should say no. You're right. Salzburg doesn't count for me. Regular Champions League team. Kaiskivat Milano. All right, Francesco Camarda's like, he's just on loan or something, right?
This is the best part of the game, really.
Oh, it's the names are all jacked up. Right. Yeah, never mind. Okay. The names are all jacked up. It's AC Milan. Yeah, okay. Genk, no. Cole, no. The Mexican League with Gilberto Mora, bro. I think it's those three guys. I think if we want to lay out our decision on who is the best hidden wonder kid in the game, that decision is between Saba, we're not going to put numbers yet, Karabashvili, who is 16, a 110 current ability, 150 to 180, and plays for Dinamo Tbilisi as a left back. Then where's Mora? There is Gilberto Mora, who is also 16. And Gilberto Mora is a 124 current ability player with a one. It's got to be him, right? Zolos Tijuana. And then the third one is my boy. Where is he? Satpayev. Where is Satpayev? There he is. Dastan Satpayev. Dastan Satpayev is a one. He's 16 as well. Kind of crazy how good these three. These are three of the best. I mean, Sverre Halseth Nippon won this last year, and he had a 160 to 190. But these three guys, in terms of the financial deal, Satpayev is a prearranged transfer to Chelsea in the game. I'm still counting him. He plays for Kairat Almaty. I still count him. The list isn't necessarily for you be able to sign him. He's like, he can't move to Chelsea for like 2 years. He's not on loan. It's a future transfer for sure. It's a future transfer to Greed. He joins in August 2026. He's basically 17, though. His birthday is literally tomorrow. So I think it's clear it's between Karabashvili and Gilberto Mora. Let's just look up Gilberto Mora. Yeah, it's Gilberto Mora, isn't it? It's Gilberto Mora. Gilberto Mora is the best hidden wonder kid in the game. It's not 1 month. It's really. All right, and then Dostan Satpayev is 3. All right, Dostan Satpayev is 3 for Hidden Wonder Kid. Gilberto Mora, Saba Karabashvili, and Dostan Satpayev are the 3. They're the chosen 3 right at the top. Now let's drop this down to a 140 to 170. Apply the filter, and then we'll drop this down to a 150. All right, let's see. Let's see who we got. Feyenoord. Al Ittihad does not count. If you're at the Club World Cup, I can't. Al Ittihad does not count. Porto, Barcelona, VDG, Vasco da Gama. Yeah, top Brazilian league. I'm not. No. No. Zenit St. Petersburg. The hell is this guy? Pedro? And Shakhtar Donetsk? What are these guys doing over there? Gabriel Metz is in the top Brazilian division. We're not counting that. We're not counting the top Brazilian division, chat. Vote for Pedro. Yeah, okay, we need to... so what we're going to do, because this is obviously a harder one to keep track of, we're going to write these guys down as we find them. So Pedro, he's 19. He's a 126 with 140 to 170. And he plays for Zenit, I guess. And then there's Cal Elias, who is 19, and he is a 126. And he's a 140 to 170, so is everybody here. And he plays for Shakhtar. That counts for me right now, honestly. We're just looking at this club column. Botafogo, that does not count. Crystal Palace is fun. Jaden Canvot, congrats. Strasbourg, Mallorca. Are they top flight? Is Mallorca in Serie A right now? Yeah, they are. Okay. Okay. Shout out to them. Orlando Pirates Football Club. Okay, we'll write this guy down. Mbakazi. I don't know, why does this guy get like a locked potential? He's a 120 to 150 guy with Orlando Pirates. Mbakazi. Sunderland, yeah. Chris Riggs here. Elias Baum. Genoa. They're still in Serie A, right? I need to just pull up Serie A all of a sudden. It's gonna be easier than looking all over the place for all this nonsense. Genoa's there. Wait a second. Honest Ahonor. I mean, his name is awesome. I think Bergamo's in the second division. I think this guy's in play. A Nigerian in... No, they're in Serie A. Am I blind? It's just it's Atalanta. It's Atalanta, chat. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so freaking cooked. It's Atalanta. Kendry Paez used to be on this list. Bilbao, Chelsea, Fiorentina, Monaco, Lille, Chelsea. Tromso, hello. Got one. Ding, 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 ding. Abubakar Seti Kente. Abubakar Seti Kente, an 18-year-old with 117 and a 140 to 170. I should just copy and paste that. And he plays for Tromso in Norway. All right, nice job, Abubakar Seti Kente. Oh, Sturm Graz. Wow, that's like right on the line for me. Chat, does Sturm Graz count? They won Austria 2 years ago. I'm not counting RB Leipzig because obviously they got the Red Bull thing behind them to kind of juice their youth, but does Sturm Graz count? We should do a poll on Twitch. I'll read the chat on YouTube too, but we should do a poll on Twitch. Yes or no, should we count a player from Sturm Graz? Leon Gergic. Are we able to put a Wonderkid from there on the hidden Wonderkids list? Mods, are we able to run this? Prod Guillotine, thank you for the prime. Thank you for supporting the stream. Reese, thank you for the freaking 63 months, dude. We have a mod check. Chat, can we type mod check real quick? I did, I thought I forgot something this morning. I think I forgot to put the batteries in Ollie. I think I did forget to put the batteries in Ollie W. Hey, it's Propane Burrito W. Propane Burrito. Let's go. Mod check worked. We have summoned a mod. Hey, can we do a poll that just says yes or no? Propane Burrito. You win the ability to create a poll for democracy. You win democracy. Congratulations. Missed the Shakhtar player? No, I got the Shakhtar player. There was only one, from what I could tell. Actually, let's sort by club. That might be an easier way to do this. We can identify outlying clubs pretty easily. There were two Shakhtar guys? All right, well, then we'll go back and get the other one. I think Shakhtar counts. When your league's been in an active war for 3 years, I'm going to go ahead and count that. Hey, Propane Burrito, thank you. No, I know, there are a lot of teams. I mean, we got to fill a list of 20 hidden Wonderkids, and I believe the vast majority of them are going to land around 140 to 170. They usually do. Right, and we've already got 3 guys that I think are going to be on the list, and Pedro Cavalias and Abubakar Seti Kente, Mbekazelli, Mbokazi. I did vote today. Yeah. I did vote today. So that was nice. I voted today. I exercised my civic duty. What's the new save? Oh, it's not announced yet because they haven't actually patched it. They haven't actually updated the game yet. But they have given us the ability to find the best Wonderkids in the game, which I love doing on the first day. So that is what we are doing, is finding the best Wonderkids right now. All right, chat, vote in the poll. Is Sturm Graz a team that should be counted on the hidden Wonderkid list? Is that team out of the way enough? Champions of Austria 2 years ago, yes or no on Twitch. Vote in the poll. Is Sturm Graz, vote your conscience, should they be eligible for this, to get a Wonderkid on the list? Obviously, are they a huge brand name? No, but they are playing in Europe. They did win Austria not that long ago. This is an incredibly close vote, chat. Unbelievably close vote right now. If you have not voted yet, tab in. Pull it up on your phone. You got like 30 seconds. Very, very close vote. Should Sturm Graz count in this video for the best hidden Wonderkids in Football Manager? As a Wonderkid who plays at Sturm Graz, hidden. Are they hidden? Shortened. Thank you so much for the prime. I love the irony of your name. I love the dad joke that is your name. We've got 2 yes votes coming from YouTube. It is so ridiculously close. It's been like 51-49 the entire time. It has been 51-49 the entire time. The yes votes are carrying it by 1 percentage point right now with 10 seconds to go. Does a Wonderkid from Sturm Graz count as a hidden Wonderkid? The answer is yes, with 51% of the vote. Democracy matters. We will count the Sturm Graz player. Also, in the meantime, we are going to count Amara Diouf. Amara Diouf, who is a 17-year-old that plays at Generation Foot in Africa. He's a 92 potential ability, 140 to 170. And yeah, he's at Generation Foot. Amara Diouf. All right, we're just going alphabetically now. Atletico Mineiro, Barcelona's Academy. That's Atalanta. That's Inter, Dortmund, Botafogo, Brentford, Brighton, and Hove Albion's got a whole collection of these guys. Bunyadkor, Tashkent. Yes! We've got a new Uzbek! Sadruddin Hasanov, sign him in your save. He's gonna take a few years. But we have an Uzbek, Sadruddin Hasanov. Yes! That's what this day is all about. That's what Wonderkid Day is all about, is finding some kid who plays for Tashkent that scouts are going, you know what? This guy's actually pretty good. Cantazaro 1929. Who the hell is that? Mattia Liberali. Oh, they're in the second division. Oh, it's in play. Mattia Liberali. It's not a dumb name for a team. It's an actual team. Maybe it's a dumb name for a bad team. Nice. Italian second division with Mattia Liberali. You You miss Saint Etienne? No, Saint Etienne doesn't count. Wait, are they second division? Oh my goodness, I think they are, right? I mean, we didn't miss them going this way. We're going alphabetically. So once I get there, I'll get there. We got another dude in the Mexican League, Hugo Camberos. Mexico is doing it. They're doing their best, you know? They're watching the U.S. and they're like, wow, we want to lose to Panama too. All right, there's Chelsea. Chicago Fire? Christopher Cups? Yes! America for spacious skies and amber waves of grain. Yeah, top flight of Argentina. I don't think so. Whoa. That two dudes in... Is that Ecuador? Independiente del Valle? Is that Ecuador? Let's go look at Justin Lerma. Yeah. His future transfer agreed to Dortmund. Harsh, man. Be-do-do-do-do-do. And that means we're also taking Darwin Guagua. Darwin Guagua? Nice name, dude. Outstanding name. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have enough guys from the 140 to 170, I think. Club NXT? Tian Nai Korin? Who the hell is this? Why does it say Club NXT? He's just on Club Bruges, which doesn't count for me. It's Bruges' second team. Ah, got you. Okay. Como doesn't count. Crystal Palace, Frankfurt, Augsburg. Did they get relegated? They did, right? Oh, they're back in the Bundesliga. Dang, this dude's American too. Noah Kai Banks. I think he's American. I've heard his name thrown around before. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, but we can't add Noah Kai Banks, the American, because he plays for a Bundesliga club. Leonard Carl, obviously not. Flamenco and Fluminense, Fulham, Salzburg, Porto, Genoa, Getafe, Hajduk Split. That'll do just fine. Bruno Durdov. All right, we got Bruno Durdov. He's 17. He's a 105. Obviously 140 to 170. Hajduk Split. Bruno Durdov. Juventus, Leicester doesn't count. We decided. LAFC. David Martinez. Bam. That's 2 for the Mexican League and 2 for MLS. Yeah, but if anybody's going to get cut, it's probably him. He's only a 111 at It's AS Saint Etienne, by the way. Oh, shoot. We did skip them. Gillian Ingesson. All right, they are... We can confirm they're in the second division. I'm like 98% sure they're in the second division, right? %90 sure. Gillian Ngesson. Hey, Ben White, thank you for the prime, dude. I appreciate it. All right, where the hell was I? Mallorca's top flight, Mamelodi Sundowns. There we go. I can add another guy to our list of locked potential ability guys. We have Gomalemo Kakana. Gomalemo Kakana. He is a lot less likely to make the list. Mamelodi Sundowns. One of the few teams that did go to the Club World Cup that I would still absolutely count on this. Mold. Ah. You don't want it in your home, but we'll take it on this list. Oscar Speeten Neisitter. All right, Sturm Graz also won that vote, so we're going to have to add that guy. What's Neom? Simon Bouabre? Simon Bouabre. Neom SC. It's Qatar? Oh, it's Saudi, dude. Where is it? Am I blind? There it is. I mean, it's now one of the bigger Saudi clubs, dude. It's now one of the bigger Saudi clubs. I might count this. I think it counts. That's really random that this guy's just over there. I'm going to go ahead and count it. It's now one of the bigger Saudi clubs. Where is he? Where? There it is. Simon Bouabre. 19 years old, 115, 140 to 170. Saudi but bad. Simon Bouabre. Okay. Does Saudi have women's clubs? I mean, apparently. They were right there. We were just staring at them. I would assume they weren't lying to me. I would assume. All right, Norwich. We got another Orlando Pirates guy. That's Mbelezi. Kaira Yasser Almaty. Oh, it's a different guy. Dale Orin Bassar. Do we have 3 Central Asian guys on this list right now? I don't mean to alarm anybody, but the Central Asians are on the way, apparently. Dalit Orinbasar. Leipzig, Lens, Strasbourg, Real Sociedad, Anderlecht, Sao Paulo, or whatever that one is. And then there's another Shakhtar Donetsk guy, which would be Allison. Allison is 19 with a 125 and a 140 to 170. Okay, we should be Siwalele. I managed in South Africa and I've not heard of Siwalele. Lazola Maku. He's 18 years old. They clearly just decided to blanket all of these South African guys with a 150 hard-coded ability. Siwalele. I'm just bold assumption considering where he was born that that's in South Africa. That's Sao Paulo. Sport Lisboa e Benfica. Is that Benfica's full name? Freiburg, then that's Sporting. Sturm Graz counts. After a very close vote, Sturm Graz does count. So Gergic has his shot to make the list. Stade de Reims, Stade Rennais, Sunderland, Werder Bremen, Tottenham's already got the Tromsø guy, Vasco da Gama, Stuttgart, and then the Zenit guy. How many guys do we have? We need 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, yes, we have enough guys. we're going to be able to sort our list of hidden Wonderkids from 140 to 170, which is the first time we've ever been able to do that and not drop down to 130 to 160. That's it. The great crop of hidden Wonderkids. Cal Wilco, thank you for the prime. Haji Podgy, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you for supporting the stream. Hell yeah, brother. No, I mean, Iran Kunda was on Bayern's payroll and just moved to Wolves, so he's not really counting in this, even if he was here. Best Americans? Well, I mean, Cups and Banks, the guy that plays for Augsburg, are the Americans that we've come across so far. Both those guys have a chance. We matched Mexico's vibe. Okay, so now the question is, looking at the raw numbers here, is there anybody, let's start sorting this into 2 categories. Right, guys that are younger but have high current ability. Obviously, we've got some high current ability with Elias and Pedro. You know, we've got some, we got a few 16-year-olds. I forgot to write down the current ability of this guy, so that's good. Did he play for Mold? 109. Actually pretty good. Yeah, the real young guys aren't really separating. Oscar Spit and Neester might actually be 4. Let's look up a Boubacar Seti Kinte. He's one of the guys in the conversation. Boubacar. Oh, there he is. It heard me say his name. Abubakar Seti Kinte. He's not that good. He's from Gambia, though. Oh, baby. He's from the Gambia. Very awesome. Yeah, never sleep on the chat. There's always the for the Gambia. I don't want to look at Pedro. If these guys have really good attribute distribution, that we can just, I'm never going to find this guy. Oh, it's Zenit. Wait, who's the guy here, though? Cal Elias? Let's just find him now. Cal Elias. Very well-rounded striker. Like, surprisingly. Never going to be able to look up a guy named Pedro, so we'll head over here and then look for our Pedro. There he is. Yeah, he's pretty freaking good. Can kind of instantly be a good... I mean, you could buy this guy in the Prem and sell him for 5 times what... Like, you could buy him in the Prem and sell him for 5 times what he's getting. I'm thinking it's Pedro. He's better than Cal Elias as well. But there are a couple of other guys who had that current ability that was in the conversation. I hate Abubakar Seti Kente's attribute distribution for the level that he's at. We can look at Hugo Camberos next. We do need to look at Allison on Shakhtar, so let's take this back a little bit. And let's look at Allison as well. The Allison's pretty good too. I like Imbokazi. I think Imbokazi's definitely going to make the list. The guy from Orlando Pirates is definitely going to make the list. I think it's the other guy. I think it's the Zenit guy. Unless there's somebody else in here. Boabre's not going to have enough juice. I mean, Spitten Niskar, maybe? David Martinez absolutely does not have enough juice. You got to be in the conversation. All right, if Hugo Camberos has this covered, then he takes the spot. If he has got a good attribute distribution, he has one strength, bro. You can't be serious with this. He has one strength? Yeah, no, it's Pedro from Zenit. It is Pedro from Zenit. It's this guy. He's the fourth best hidden wonder kid in the game. One strength. You just can't sell that, man. Cal Elias comes in at number 5. There's nobody that's taking my breath away. Whoa. I'll fix that in a sec. Cal Elias comes in at number 5. I was just looking at Pedro is a left wing. We can go back to Cal Elias here. Apparently not. Well, take me here, and then I'll find him. Yeah, he's a striker. More strikers on the Hidden Wonder Kid list already, with Satpayev and Cal Elias both making out the top 5. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm going to resist the urge to put Allison here right now. I don't like Allison as much as I like these other guys. You know what? I actually lied. I think he's 4. I didn't notice Allison's passing before. He's a way better passer than Pedro. So I think in a rather awkward turn of events, we're going to sandwich Pedro between Shakhtar Donetsk players. Now, Cal Elias is definitely staying up there. I think Abubakar Seti Kente is somebody that's in these conversations right now. Hugo Camberos is definitely somebody that should be in the conversation right now. We do have a couple of the 16-year-olds. The 16-year-olds are just hard to figure. This is always such a harder list to build, chat. Surely there's a goalkeeper? I mean, we don't know. One of these guys could be a goalkeeper. We haven't looked at most of these guys' pages yet. This list could change tomorrow. No, the database is locked, and this is based off of the attributes and the ratings provided by the database. We definitely have a clear top 5. Allison's a right wing. Pedro's a left wing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Midnight. Are we getting the new save reveal tomorrow? No, we're trying to see when the update is actually going to be released so that we actually kind of have a full game. That's what we're waiting for. Because there's going to be what is essentially the actual drop day of the game. Do. Sauron, dude, listen to this, the message that Sauron's just sent. Tonight I started a new save unemployed. Got a job. Spent hours analyzing players and staff and choosing tactics, etc. Clicked continue, game crashed, reload save, and unemployed again. Interviewed for the same job and didn't get it. Hey. You just got to save a lot, bro. You got to save a lot. You got to save a lot to save your own sanity. You know what I'm saying? You got to save a lot to save your own sanity. All right, now we're just working off these two screens. We got all the information from the pregame editor. We just need to make the executive decision on who is better and who is the best hidden wonder kid we're going to be able to find. And how much do we knock Hugo Camberos for literally getting knocked over by a strong breeze? Because I want to knock him a lot for that. Will I do a save your saves? Bro, you know we're going to be saving some saves. Yeah, let's look at Spittin' Easter. How are there two? The brothers or something? Oh, he's not very good. I mean, right now. He's not very good right now. Camberos is definitely better than him. But Spittin' Easter does not come up to this, like, cool kids club that I'm building up top here. Let's take a look at Mbakazi. Mbekazele Mbakazi. Ooh. Ooh. He's an unathletic, skillful center back. What a weird player. Sure, dude. What a strange bird he is. An unathletic, technically skilled center back. This dude be right at home in you signed like Syria or something. He's strong. He's definitely strong. Just broke into the South African national team. What list are we making? The best hidden Wonderkids, chat. We've already made our full best Wonderkids in Football Manager list. That's the list. We are working on the hidden Wonderkids, and we have locked our top 5. Right now, in order to simplify this, I'm like pulling out all of the people that could contend, in my opinion, for the next spot on the list. And I think we're going to have to choose from these 4, in which case I'm going to go with Hugo Camberos and his one strength at number 6 on the list. And then I'm going to take Cal Elias, and I'm going to put Cal Elias at number 7. And then we are going to take Mbekazele Mbakazi and put him at number 8. Mbekazele Mbakazi of Orlando Pirates. So Hugo Camberos is a right wing, and Mbakazi is a center back from Orlando Pirates. Okay. And Abubakar Seti Kinte, I think, is our next guy up. I've not been blown away by the attributes of the guys we pulled up. Wrong one. What Lerma am I looking for? Justin Lerma. Justine. Justine Lerma. He's very good for what his like attributes would or for what his current ability rating would suggest. Let's look at Bouabre. Simon Bouabre. Not quite as impressive. Attacking midfielder, left winger. Well, I think that means that Lerma's definitely a guy that we're going to move up to the conversation section all of a sudden. For sure, for sure, for sure. Let's look at David Martinez. Oh, no, yeah, that one. The Venezuelan striker from LAFC. He's kind of dumb. He's actually very dumb. It's quite stupid. Will you be sharing this list? Yes, I'll be making a whole YouTube video telling you about each of these players. Yeah, our Wonder Kid list is 19 and under, unfortunately, for the Tokyo guy. Bayern game was insane. What ended up being the final score? I've obviously been locked in on this. Oh, they held on. All right, they actually held on. Liverpool managed to win at home against Real Madrid. Big win for Bayern Munich. Right, that obviously is going to have them in a good spot. No. We already made this is our second list. We obviously spent the first 45 minutes talking about the state of the game and how cooked it is with the fact that they didn't release anything. They didn't release an update when they just removed the beta label. Ricardo Pepi had a late equalizer. Let's go! Let's go! I think I might be starting my save on Thursday. Because I'm trying to wait for the update to go in. And I think they're going to try and force the update out soon. But I want the update to go in before I start the save. Because I think it's going to be a pretty big one. I think it's going to be a pretty big one. And that fun thing I said we were planning today is still being planned. It might happen on Thursday, in which case we'd announce the save on Thursday or Friday. I don't really know. We'll see. Okay, that's David Martinez. Very sound, very solid. Gergich. Sturm Gratz's Leon Gergich. Wow, he has no technical ability at all. What a interesting player. Doesn't look like 116 at all. So Boabre was bad. It was pretty bad. David Martinez is all right. Let's look at Durdov. I haven't looked at Durdov yet. He's got a chance to take this next spot if he's got the right attributes. Oh yeah, he's looking pretty okay, man. I mean, he's not super athletic. So I don't think he projects to be very high end when things happen, but he's definitely looking okay. Especially at 17. Especially at 17 years old. And then Guagua. Darwin Guagua. Ooh. Oh man, he has no pace. I was seeing that technical ability and I was like, yo, okay. I actually think I want to put Darwin Guagua up as the next guy. I think I want to put him up as the next guy. I think he's got... Let's look at Lerma one more time. We're doing our due diligence. Let's go back to Lerma. He's a friggin' teammate. Yeah, it's going to be Lerma. Okay, it's Justin Lerma. The Independiente del Valle central attacking midfielder. Oh, we got to write countries. Kazakhstan. I'm assuming Allison's Brazil. Damn it. Please tell me he comes up. He does. Okay, yeah, he's Brazilian for sure. Wait. I am going to find Pedro much faster this way. Or the other guy. Where is he? Cal Elias? I'm assuming all of them are Brazilian. Yeah. But Brazilians playing in strange places. Does this work? That'd be cool if that worked. Maybe there's a way to, like, with colons or something. Maybe there's a way to do it. I don't know. Yeah, all Brazil. Okay. Camberos is Mexico. This is South Africa. Ecuador. All right, take me back. Take me back. Take me back. Darwin Guagua or Abubakar Seti Kente? I think I'll go Abubakar Seti Kente, round out the top 10. I really like his profile in terms of his ratings. His attributes don't really come together, but I think he deserves to be in the top 10. I'll pull him up for you. Abubakar Seti Kente. See, he's still got he's got it going on enough. I mean, he's got the strength. His jumping reach isn't great, but his technical defensive ability is absolutely there. He's from the Gambia. I mean, and I'm a sucker for that. Obviously, I'm a sucker for that. Gambia's #1 fan in the fan club here. Yeah, his physicals are bad, but he has really nice technical defensive sense. You know? I'm going to take Darwin Guagua and put him at 11. And then I think we put Durdov at 12. Because we really decided that these guys are like that. This is why we kind of separated out a little bit based off of the current ability and everything. Who's going to be the next guy? Who's going to be the guy, right? And now it's a battle between these guys for the last 8 spots on our Wonderkid list. Where we probably need to separate some people out again. Let's look at Liberale. Mattia Liberale. Yeah, he's pretty good, actually. I actually could put Liberale ahead of both of these guys. His attribute distribution is sensational. Did not see that coming, but we're gonna throw Liberale here. And move Gua Gua and Bruno Durdov down. Liberale jumps right in. Okay, who have we not looked at? We haven't looked at Juf, Hasanov, Cups, and Gessen. We've looked at or in Basar. So let's look that. Look at that. Amara Juf. I don't think the other two South Africans are going to make it. So he's a generation foot Senegalese developmental. He's a determination merchant. Guy wants it. He wants it. He's a maniac. Desperate to win. Absolutely desperate to win. He wants the goods. Amara Juf. No, I mean, it doesn't really do anything. Determination helps you, but not a lot. Hasanov. Really? Sadruddin Hasanov. He is so bad. He's a young 17, though. He is a young 17. That does help him. Sadruddin Hasanov is he's like 3 months off being 16. So that might help the Uzbek, but I can't imagine there are a lot of dudes named Cups. Christopher Cups. Good jumping reach. Technically solid. Honestly, mentally, he is there, dude. Mentally, he's an outstanding center back. Real leader, good size, needs to work in his athleticism. Very young. I like Cups. I like Cups a lot, actually. I'm promoting him up. David Martinez is also going to be promoted up. We've already looked at him. Jillian and Gessen. If there is another guy named Jillian, I will eat my hat. Okay. Oh, 14 passing, but 8 vision. And he's a what the hell? He's a natural, pure false 9. Oh, Jillian, I do not like that at all. It's going to be very difficult for him. He might back in this list because he's 16, but he's only 16 for like 19 days. So that doesn't help, right? Hasanov. Oops, sorry. The age is going to start to matter for how much they can develop, but Jillian and Gessen might not make the list. All right, Oscar Spitten. Oscar Spitten Easter. You need cups to drink, so I think it's essential. That's so fair, dude. He's also a young 17, bro. That sucks. Or he's an old 17, I mean. Time to... I haven't looked at Arin Basar. That's the only guy that I think is going to make this list that... Dowlett, Arin... Ooh. This is one of the weirdest players I've ever seen. He's 5'3". He's 5'3". Hey, bro, 17 acceleration, 7 pace, 5 stamina, 1 strength. He's 5'3". He's got a good Holy Trinity. You know what? Dang it. I think this guy actually ends up being pretty good. I like Dowlet Arinbasar. He's got enough going on, dude. He has enough going on. He's 16 with, 6 months left on it at least. He's incredibly young. Hopefully he'll grow a couple of inches, but has the opportunity to kind of round out his physical ability a little bit, right? But the reason that his current ability is so low is because his strength and pace and jumping reach are just diabolical. Dowlet Arinbasar. How much can his pace get to? So if his potential rolls so the good news is he has a lot of room, right? Because his current ability is so low, he has a lot of room. If he rolled a 170 and you trained hard at it, you could probably get it up to 13, 14, which obviously then his acceleration would be like 20 and he would be a very quick, fast, dangerous player. The strength in jumping reach is going to be a little harder to fix. He's always going to be weak and not much of an aerial threat. But his balance is good, and that makes him kind of annoying because even though he's not strong, the balance helps him be stronger. But you're never going to get like 16, 17 pace out of him. You could get 13, 14 if he's up near 170 in his roll. If not, he ends up at like 11 pace probably. Normally, I would say in a normal development cycle, he gets 11 or 12 pace by the time he's fully grown. Let's look at Buabre and Gergich again. Our lens has changed. Simon Buabre. Very competent. Oh, he's a very young 19-year-old. You know what? Actually, I think Simon Buabre is the next guy. He's on that bad Saudi team. I think Simon Buabre walks right in here. I didn't look up the last couple. He's left wing, center mid, center attacking mid. And he's from France. Bruno Durdov. All right, we got to look up these guys to make sure we have the right information on them. Durdov's a pure right wing from Croatia. I know you're from Ecuador, Gua Gua, but Gua Gua is a winger. He's just one of those wingers that's weak and insignificant. And Liberali. Mattia Liberali. Center attacking mid, right winger. All right, Simon Buabre steps into the team. What about Leon Gergich? I really didn't like Leon Gergich when we went to his page last time, and I don't like him now. He's not unbelievable enough in his physical ability. He's an older 19-year-old than Buabre was. I think we're looking... Dude. I'm going to put Dowlet Arinbasar at 15. I am putting Dowlet Arinbasar at 15. That gives Kazakhstan 2 top 15 players on the Hidden Wonderkid list. I'm putting him at 15. I'm going to put Martinez at 16. And I'm going to put Cups at 17. And then who the hell's going to make it onto the back end of this list? What position was Cups? He's a center back, right? He's the guy that has the jumping reach and just needs to grow into like being not diabolically slow. Yeah. All right, the U.S. does have a guy on the list. Let's go, baby. Now, it's not about nationality. It's about where they play. That's why they're hidden. If they have a weird nationality, but they play for a big club, they're not exactly hidden, are they? So Dowlet Arinbasar, David Martinez of LAFC, and Christopher Cups of Chicago Fire. Now we've got basically 5 guys for 3 spots because these guys' potential ability is in the bottom third of this range right here. Now, Camarda plays for AC Milan. Hasanov is terrible. Amara Juf is kind of bad at everything. Oscar Spit and Niesader. Is it Spit and Niesader? Hasanov and Gessen and Juf are just terrible. So Spit and Niesader might just get in there by default at this point. Oscar, that is. He's not good either. I mean, Juf has a nice balanced amount of stuff. He's a very young 17, Amara Juf. It's going to be him or Hasanov. Sadreddin Hasanov. Which one of these guys? Is it Hasanov? Or is it Amara Juf? I guess Juf, yeah. I agree. I saw a lot of Juf right off the bat, and I agree. I think it's Juf. Senegal gets a hidden wonder kid in from their African academy. Generation Foot. Amara Juf, who's got 10 months left of being 17. Which is the main reason we're going to put him there. He's got a solid canvas, and if he can just develop 14s, 15s, or some 16s on top of where his stuff is, then he becomes a really legitimate, like, high-level Premier League winger. Okay, 4 guys for 2 spots. Spit and Niesader, Jillian and Gessen. I just really don't like Jillian and Gessen. I really don't. Zeppelin, thank you for the prime, dude. I appreciate you supporting this stream. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And Sui, thank you so much for the 6 months. Hey. Hey. Okay. Who do you guys want to see in? You've seen all 4 of these players. We have Sadreddin Hasanov, who is very clearly, he's got a lot of months left as a 17-year-old, but he's very clearly not that good. And then there's Jillian, just the absurd name of Jillian and Gessen, a natural false 9 striker with, he's got 6 first touch. I don't even, he turns 17 in a couple of days. He does have 14 pace, though. Maybe I shouldn't. I mean, the 14 passing and 8 vision is just one of those things. And then there's Oscar Spitten Nissader, the Norwegian. The South African players are capped at 150. They're not. We added them up because we didn't know how many guys we would have. But they're not relevant for this. They ain't relevant for this. You missed the position of the Gambian player? Oh, you're right. Center back, right? Boubacar Seti Kenta? Yeah, okay. Yay, good job, memory. All right, Spitten Niesader, Jillian and Gessen, Sadreddin Hasanov. 4 different copies of a Boubacar Seti Kente for some reason. And then Leon Gergic. The search function should really let you type it in and then bring it up, because it clearly can't load it fast enough. Okay, Leon Gergic. Very physical striker. Size, 16 pace. Oh, it's probably Gergic, right? His technical ability is so bad, but... And Gessen's making a push for me for some reason. Let me go back to Spittin' Nisader. Oscar Spittin' Nisader. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Leon Gergich. He's like the oldest guy on the list, but he is eligible for the list, and at a certain point, you have to acknowledge the fact that he would be a force if you put him out there on the field. So now it's 3 guys for 1 spot. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna drop Sadrid and Hasanov. I just don't think he's got it. It's either Spittin' Nisader or Jillian and Gessen. I'm gonna go in Gessen. I mean, he's basically 2 years younger. I think 2 years younger, I think Jillian and Gessen somehow sneaks onto the list. I think he sneaks onto the list. He has sneaky good like pace, work rate, decisions, composure as a base. He is still 16, while Spittin' Nisader's almost 18. Jillian and Gessen is basically a full year younger. His first touch is never going to be great, but at 20th on the best hidden Wonderkids list. Well, actually, you know what? I think we should take the league and where they play into account as well. And I think St. Etienne's such a bigger club that I'm going to put Spittin' Nisader here. And I will honorable mention these 2 guys. But I think Spittin' Nisader plays in a much more far-flung league. He's so close to making the list. It's such a close call. I think we put Spittin' Nisader in over somebody that plays at St. Etienne. St. Etienne's just, it's a bigger club. I mean, they're technically eligible for the list because they're in the 2nd division of France, but it's a bigger club. So, chat. The top 20 hidden Wonderkids in Football Manager have been unearthed. You are staring at the list now. If you want to sign somebody that is going to be able to make a huge difference out of nowhere, it is likely one of these guys that you are going to be signing. Add Gergich's position. Oops. I actually didn't finish it. Sorry. My bad. Spittin' Nisader, where are you? Spittin' Nisader is left wing striker. And he's Norway. So Norway's got another one. All my Abubakar Seti Kente copies. And then he is striker, Croatia. Leon Gergich. Croatian's got a couple. Still no Asian players? That's true. No Asian players on the list. We do have every other continent. Kazakhstan technically, Kazakhstan's a UEFA nation, and that has clearly allowed them to start developing their players at Almaty. You got a Georgian, couple of Kazakh players, the Gambia, Senegal, Venezuela, the US, Norway. You know, it's a good list. It's a good list. It's a very good list. So I give you your 20 best Wonderkids on Football Manager. Out of the entire list, your 20 best Wonderkids on Football Manager. Your 20 best hidden Wonderkids on Football Manager. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, chat, I mean, obviously it's a little disappointing, right? When we get to the launch day and we feel like an update's still about to happen in a couple of minutes, I'll watch the Van de Ven goal. I've seen enough people say it. I'm going to go ahead and watch the Van de Ven goal. Before I give you the monologue I was setting up. I've seen a lot of people say, watch the Van de Ven goal. We'll watch the Van de Ven goal. Oh, it's like this is what everybody just thinks Mickey Van de Ven can do all the time. This is like the Mickey Van de Ven, and then of course he's faster than freaking everybody on the field. Goodness gracious, dude. Oh. Yo. Now I will say, I am a little disappointed in you guys. For launch day, I wore my official Marshall Islands kit. and almost nobody said anything. I'm wearing my official international kit right here. Yeah, rocking the Marshall Islands kit. But now, what was I saying? Look, obviously it's disappointing. The game comes out. There's not a major update. Not able to start the save today. We also had a big thing planned for today that we weren't able to do. But we always do this stream almost immediately after the game comes out. And I don't know why, but weirdly, it's one of the things that brings me just the absolute most joy to be able to put together these Wonderkid lists and find these players that almost nobody has heard of, particularly the hidden Wonderkid list. When you look at guys like, Dowlet Arin-Basar, Christopher Cups, Mbekazeli Mbakazi, Saba Karabashvili, like these guys, their lives have changed the way they've been rated in Football Manager. It is so cool to see. Gaye, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you for supporting the stream. And thank you guys for all the subs today. Look, I think I'm going to put together a female list as well. To be honest, I did a lot of work this morning, and I'm kind of just toast. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun putting together these lists. We shouted out all the women's players that are 170 to 200. There's like 4 of them. There are 4 of the highest possible level women's players. Yeah. But chat, that's what we're going to call it for today. We have a ton of exciting stuff now that Football Manager 26 is out. Right? I'm telling you, there's a big exciting thing that we're working on getting at in the future. I'm hoping it's going to happen this week. I think it's going to happen this week. I'm really looking forward to it. And we also have the start of our first long-term save whenever we get our hands on an update. But thank you guys so much for watching the stream today. We're going to raid out. I love you guys. Have a good one. I'm going to send you to somebody that is going to be able to take care of you now. And that somebody is my brother, who is streaming right next door. Adler's going to be able to take care of you now. He's going to be able to take care of you. He's streaming right next door. He did start his save today like an absolute mad lad. Update be damned. And he is playing you'll see. He's playing with the first ever team he played with in Football Manager, and it's so fun. If you want to find the list, just go to YouTube, Zealand Live, and you can rewind the entire stream at any time forever. So feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. Great stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for hanging out. More of a chill launch day. Obviously, the big stuff is to come later this week, but I loved putting together this Wonderkid list with you guys, and I hope you have a great next, 48 hours, so I'll see you again. I might be live on somebody else's stream before that. I'll let you know in the Discord if that's happening, as well as any changes to the normal schedule, depending on what happens with this big thing that we're planning. So, see you guys later. Have fun with Adler. Grub, thank you for the Prime. All right, YouTube. Fancy seeing you here, man. What's our word of the day, YouTube? Yeah, you guys don't get sent on the raid. It's just me and you now. I just joined. Well, Eddie, at least you get the word of the day.
Spontaneous.
It's spontaneous. Spontaneous. Spontaneous describes something that is done or said in a natural and often sudden way, and without a lot of thought or planning. They can describe a person who does things that have not been planned, but that seem enjoyable and worth doing at a particular time. The kitten captured our hearts, and we made the spontaneous decision to adopt. He's a fun and spontaneous guy, always ready for the next big adventure. Spontaneous spelled, of course, Spontaneous. Spontaneous. It's a good word. All right, see you guys. My hand still doesn't work.